Yo, 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 check 1, 2, check 1, 2. What's up, everybody? We're going to get this live stream started. Let's get it happening. We got to cue the music. Where's the music? There it is. What is up, YouTube? How are you doing today? Chana D, your techno dad here. Welcome, welcome. It is live stream Saturday. Hope everybody had a good week. I've been trying to step up my system, so I got a better camera, got a better mic, and today we're going to talk about some cool stuff happening on the channel, and of course answering your questions. So again, welcome to live stream Saturday. If you guys can hear me loud and clear, let me know how this mic is doing. And we'll jump into some comments, say hello. Who's in here? Oh, I can't see this far away. There we go. Marvin, what's up? Will World. Techno Bismal, what's up, buddy? Toby, Raphael. Darren Bus, what's up, buddy? Jazz, what's going on? From Brazil. Yeah. Oh, man. My favorite Yank. Thanks, Steven. Well, I'm actually from Sri Lanka. I mean, I'm pretty Americanized, I guess. You know, living in California is, you know, it does that to you. Oh, Lewis, what's up, man? Sounds good? All right, cool. Darren says, new Fire Stick is awesome. People should get it. Hey, thanks, Toby. I got a bad haircut like a few months back, and it was all, like, weird up top here, so, I just started from scratch. I feel like I'm back in college because I used to rock this back in college. Yeah. Yo, what's up, Rob? All right. So as you might have seen from the title here, got some new stuff in. Got some new Martin Logan speakers in. I got too many speakers right now. I think there's a little too many speakers. The guest room is definitely getting crowded, and I feel totally blessed. You guys, I gotta thank you guys again. I'm just gonna look this up really quickly. I gotta thank you guys for watching, liking, subscribing, sharing the videos. It's really been quite a crazy, like, what, 2 years and 2 months, 26 months. Let's see. We're almost at 30,000 subscribers, and we're almost at 5 million views. Wow. Wow, that's crazy. I can't even, wrap my head around that. Yeah, and it's not like we're talking about some crazy stuff. We're just talking about home theater stuff, which is pretty crazy to me. What's up, Henry? Desert Raider, yo, yo, yo. Good looking out. Thanks for the continuous tech info. Thank you, Khalid. Khalil. My bad. Marvin, time for another giveaway. Man. Yeah, Toby, I need a bigger house. I know my wife is always like, what are we doing with the guest room? It's winter. People are going to want to come up to, like, ski and snowboard. So, I don't know. Hold on a sec. All right, sorry, I had to turn the heater off. It's getting a little too hot in here. It's pretty cold up here where I live. Is it cold where you guys live? Anyway, let me show you what Martin Logan sent me so you guys kind of have an idea of what is coming up on the channel. It's their motion series. All right, here we go. Screen share. There it is. All right, here you go. I'm sure you guys can see this. All right, so here's what I got. I got 4 of these guys. Now we went with a small setup to start. These are the Motion 4 eyes. Okay, I think they have a very small woofer, but they have a bass reflex port and, of course, the folded motion tweeter. Now, the folded motion tweeter is part of Martin Logan's electrostat speaker. Yeah, see this little yellow, orange stuff in here? Yeah, 250 each. So I got 4 of those, 2 for mains, 2 for surrounds, and then we got this, $399. So that's $1,400 for this setup without a subwoofer. I'll show you which subwoofer they sent me. So the signature folded motion tweeter utilize extremely low mass diaphragms that squeeze air and require significantly less excursion than the typical 1-inch dome tweeter, which drastically minimizes distortion while providing lightning fast response time. Oh, that sounds fantastic, doesn't it? That sounds really good. All right, so we got those. So that's $1,400, and then we got where's the subwoofers? Oh, hold on. Oh, no, don't look up shop. What's going on? Here we go. And the new one that we talked about here, this guy. So it's a $2,000 package altogether with this subwoofer, and this is their cheapest subwoofer that has all their cool stuff. Cool stuff meaning the ARC to set up your subwoofer with your app or whatever. And it also, I think this might have the thing where you can turn it forward or downward firing. I think it does. I don't know. We'll find out. But this is the Dynamo 600. It's $600. So altogether, all in all, it's a $2,000 speaker package. 5.1. You guys let me know what you think about that. I think it's pretty cool. Jazz, hey, thanks, man. Jazz says, I really like your channel. I'm doing my home theater, and following your video has helped me a lot. Thank you very much. Hey, no problem. That's what's up. Hey, Joe and Tell is in the house. What's up, Joe? What's going on, buddy? If you guys haven't seen Joe and Tell's channel, he's got a great channel. He does a lot of speaker reviews. Very technical guy. Very super nice. Super nice. Joe, what was it? I think we went to the same school, right? Did we go to the same school? I think we went to the same college. Kind of funny. Kool-Aid Man, what's up? Sup? Lewis, yeah, Mammoth Lakes. It is cold. They are making snow because they have a November 8th opening for ski and snowboarding, and man, the pictures look pretty bad. I'm gonna say it right now. It looks pretty bad. Like it's like this little white strip, and it's just brown. So it's like this little white strip of death. Strip of death. Just obviously it's a joke, but it's going to be hard and fast conditions next week. So I don't really snowboard until like at least like 3 storms, 4 storms, maybe 2 good storms happen, and then I'll hit the mountain. But usually I don't get there until like after the new year, because it's all like holiday, unless like it's some random Tuesday or Wednesday where it's like really not crowded and anything like that. So yeah, that's when I usually go. Let's see here. I thought there was a question about DTSX I just saw here. Is anyone, what's up, Pote? What is it? I don't know. Is anyone having issues with DTSX on the X4400H? Denon, volume not going past 40 decibels. Atmo works fine. I had an issue with my X6300H when I was watching Lone Survivor with DTSX, obviously, and it wouldn't go past, I think, 1 decibel. That's when I had my volume set as decibels instead of as like a linear number. So, it would go from the negatives to 0, and then I couldn't get it louder than like +1. So I don't know if that's the same issue, but that was like last year sometime. So I don't know what's up with the 4400H. Pote, why don't you oh, you think the eARC update messed it up? Well, I'll contact my people at Denon and see what they say, because these updates can have like other ramifications and kind of mess other things up, which is very annoying. Very annoying. Kool-Aid Man, you have 4 of them. They sound great. Are you talking about the Martin Logans? Those little motion guys? Jazz, which is the best configuration for 4400H? Denon, 7.1.2 or 5.1.4? So Jazz, here's the thing. Dolby actually promotes installers and stuff like that to say that, if somebody wants an Atmos setup, they would prefer to have them set up a 5.1.4 as opposed to a 7.1.2. That way you actually get more of an Atmos experience, when I made the jump from having 2 height channels to 4, it was pretty awesome. I gotta say, it was pretty awesome. Like having the 2 Atmos, like I had 2 fronts, and I set them up in the AVR as like they were 2, like directly overhead, top middles, if you were, and it was great. It was great. When I added the extra 2, it was better. It was just better. It was just better. So, I would recommend a 5.1.4 if you can. If you have the space for it, obviously, if you're doing ceiling bounce and that works, then go for it. If you're installing elevation speakers like the Prime Elevations, I would say go for it 5.1.4 as opposed to 7.1.2. Personally, I don't have room for surround back channels, and that's why I went 5.1.4. If I had a bigger room, then yes, I would definitely go 7.1.2. Or, no, if I had a bigger room, I'd go 7.1.4. But that's not the case. So 5.1.4 is probably your best bet for a 9-channel setup. Hi, I'm thinking about soundbar. Which one do you suggest? My little son playing a lot with the cable, so I can't go 5.1 at the moment. Love you, man. Keep up the good work. Hey, thanks for watching. It all depends on what you want in the soundbar. That's really the question you got to ask yourself. First, set a budget. Like, are you in the $300 to $500 range? Are you in the $500 to $700? You're in the $800? Are you in the $700 to $1,200 range? And then figure out how many HDMI inputs you want. Is it Atmos compatible? Do the inputs support 4K HDCP 2.2 with HDR pass-through? Those are the kind of things you want to look at when you're looking at a subwoofer, so that you get exactly what you need, and it'll kind of grow with whatever setup or whatever peripherals or sources you have. If you have a lot of 4K HDR sources, then it's very important that you get something with HDR pass-through. Dolby Vision support is tough on soundbars, so that's also another thing you got to look at as well. And Jeffrey R. Hey, Jeff, from my Onkyo 767, how to get 8 ohms. It only goes to 6. Oh, Jeff, just set it on 6 ohms and use your 8 ohm speakers. You'll be just fine. Okay, don't worry about it. The thinking behind it is it's stable at 4 ohms, so it's going to be stable at 6 ohms. It's going to be stable at 8 ohms. You're totally cool. You're good. Set it to 6, set it and forget it, like Ron Popeil said. What's better, firing downward or firing forward, says Jay. Asks Jay. I guess it depends, If you have, like, downward firing subwoofers, usually that will shake the ground more. Speaker cones facing downward, so that makes a lot of sense. Forward, it'll have a little bit more, like, better dispersion, even though it's, like, omnidirectional. It'll have, like, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's just forward. Like, you'll see it. I think a lot of people just want to see the cone go in and out. Like the demo I did with the PB4000. Most subwoofers are forward-facing. There are some that are forward. I know the Miller and Kreisel one have a forward and a downward-facing in the same cabinet. It uses like a push-pull. Am I doing that right? No. I can't do that. But it's a push-pull. So when one cone is out, the other one is in, and I can't do that. I don't know. That's a little too confusing for me. But yeah, hope that answers your question. Darren, yeah, that sub does have some cool features Cool features. Woes. I love the Martin Logan setup. The bass cabinet can be set downward for. Oh, okay, cool. Joe, you know you're gonna rock an SVS sub with that Martin Logan setup. Well, I'm gonna try the Martin Logan sub, but I am gonna try uh, that big PV4000 with a bunch of different speakers, so I can kind of get a feel for it. Richard, good evening from Ireland. What's up, Richard? What's going on? Timothy, what's up, dude? Nathaniel Williams, how are you, buddy? What's going on, Nate? You made a few changes and I can't get back connected. Help. Hey, shoot me an email, technodad55@gmail.com. See if I can help you out. It's also in the ticker down below. There should be a bunch of like information on how to contact me, email. Leslie, I'm running a Marantz SR7010 and it's a 9-channel amp and has pre-outs. I'm running 5.1.4. Is it worth the money to buy an amp to go up to 7.1.4? Really, Leslie, you got to just kind of figure that out on your own. Is it worth it? Now, you can buy a 2-channel amp for like, $300, I think, $350, and you'll get like 100 or what's that Emotiva A300 is the one I'm thinking about. Let's see. It is $399. Oh, let me show you the screen here. Hold on. There we go. Stereo power amplifier. So I would, you power up your front stage. It's got RCA inputs. Let's see. 150 watts RMS per channel into 8 ohms. I'm not sure what your speakers are, but if they're like clips or anything with 8 ohms, you get 150. 4 ohms, it doesn't say. So, I don't know. It'll be more than 150. It could be 300. It could be 280. It could be 275, something like that. But there you go. That's the 2-channel amp option if that's what you're looking for. I always recommend going with something more like maybe a 3-channel amp or a 5-channel amplifier. And as you guys know, with the other video that I made about the Outlaw, the 5-channel amp is a little bit more versatile, as you can power 2 channels only, you can power 3 channels, you can power 4, you use all 5, whatever. You know what I mean? Tim, it's going great. I've got some rest. DJing is almost over. I have one event tonight. What is it? It's the Wedding Expo. So pretty much all the vendors get together, and I think there's 35 couples that have booked weddings, and I'm one of the 3 DJs there. So, I play a little music. I think I'm playing from 7:30 to 8. I got to be there at 4 o'clock to set up. And it's up in Mammoth Mountain, and yeah, just kind of like talking, schmoozing, pick up a few clients. I usually pick up 2 clients for this event, which is awesome. So that's kind of like where I'm at, try to bump it up to 3 because, we always got to progress. We always got to get better. We always got to shoot for that, shoot for the moon and you're bound to hit stars, right? Isn't that how the saying goes? So, yeah, I got that. And then next weekend, I have my final wedding for 2018. 2018 will be closed. That's 27 weddings. Last weekend was my first weekend off since the beginning of June. And that's just kind of the way it goes. So Tim, it's going great because now I can actually sit here on a Saturday with you guys and do this more often. Trying to aim for 2 live streams a month. During the holidays, it's kind of rough because, it's the holidays, so maybe I'll only do 1 for November and 1 for December. We'll see. It all depends, Why don't you guys let me know if you want 2 live streams a month, or is 1 good enough? Let me know in the comments. Lewis, Lewis said something about a self-protect thing. Are you referring to the DTS-X? It could be. I mean, I was trying to crank it because I wanted 100 some decibels over by my listening area, and I was only able to get 98. So I was a little disappointed. I'm like, this thing's not going loud or what? So yeah, it could be a non-clipping situation. I'm not sure. And that was before I had the power amps as well. So I don't know. Hey, the second Toby is in house. Toby Hines, what's up? Your brother from another mother, Toby Harkin, is here. Someone says Dolby Vision TV. You have to have 12 bits to enjoy Dolby Vision. Honestly, that's like saying if a movie is recorded in 4K and you only have 1080p, you won't really be getting any of the benefits of 4K. But that's totally not true, because if the source of material is 4K, your 1080p is going to be a lot better. So let's say if something was mastered for 4000 nits and 12-bit color, guess what? Your 10-bit color is going to look great. It's going to look better than if it was mastered in 10-bit, because it's mastered at a higher level, right? So it's going to kind of trickle down. So even if I had a 1080p TV, and let's say there was a new blockbuster, let's call it Avengers 10, and it was shot in 6K, digital intermediate at 4K, visual effects at 4K, and you're watching it on a 1080p TV, guess what? It's going to look way better than if it was shot in 1080p. So same thing, you're not going to notice a huge difference, I think, in something that's Dolby Vision and everything's a 10-bit panel, but you will see a difference. I've seen a difference comparing, what was it, that Netflix show Marco Polo, HDR10 versus Dolby Vision. I made a video about it like a couple years ago, and it's the differences are there. You can see the different gradations of color in the Dolby Vision, and it's also a little bit darker, which actually bumps up the contrast just a little bit, especially on my OLED. I am talking about on an LG E6 OLED, so if you're talking about Dolby Vision on an LCD TV or a budget TV like a Vizio or a TCL, I don't know. Now, remember I had that, I don't know if you guys remember, but I did have like a Vizio M Series TV, 65-inch, in place of my OLED for about 5 weeks, 6 weeks, somewhere around there. And this was the time I went to New York for the Sony event, the Master Series unveiling. And then when I got back, my wife was like, this TV is not that great. And I was like, well, you're used to looking at a $4,000 TV, and now this is a $1,000 TV. So I would imagine anything Dolby Vision would look better on a more expensive TV, just because it has better technology. Not just because you pay more for it, but it has better technology to get something like Dolby Vision to look better than it would on, let's say, like a $1,000 or lower, the like budget priced TV. So hope that answers your question. I think you could still enjoy 12-bit, even though we don't have 12-bit panels. Com says $1,000 budget. Ooh, hey Com, I don't know off the top of my head. Go ahead and shoot me an email, technodad55@gmail.com, and I'll get you some options on a $1,000-ish soundbar. And Lewis wants to make sure that Denon only releases the IMAX Enhanced firmware for the 8500H, or the 500 series that I call it. Yeah, I'll check it out. I'll let him. I'll ask him that you guys are asking. Kendall Tull, what's up? That's a sign. I need water. What's going on, Kendall? How you doing? Hey, Jazz. Hey, I'm glad Brazil is in the house. Thanks for watching. What's up, Darren? Do you think you can do a review on the Pioneer Elite LX503? It's a 9-channel with 11-channel processing for $1,000. Ugh. Oh man, these $1,000 machines are hurting my budget. You know what I'm saying? Raphael, you just got a 65-inch X900F. What do you think about them? I'm actually trying to get a 55-inch X900F. So Darren, I actually have to pay for the TV, so I'll probably be getting the TV before I get the Pioneer 503. So because they're all kind of around the same price. Raphael, I had the X900E and I thought that was fantastic. I actually sold it because I'm getting the X900F very soon. Just waiting on pricing and shipping information. Cam, so if you can get extra subs for soundbars, I have the Samsung HKW950. Excuse me, if it comes with the subwoofer, I don't think you can. Most of those soundbars are just like a one-shot situation. Oh. Woes. You have the Martin Logan ESL? Oh, man. You want to know if a power amp on your Pioneer SC99 to drive the ESLs is advisable. Honestly, when you're powering those Martin Logans, the power is going to the woofer, not to like the mid-range or the highs, because that's all from the electrostatic panel. So I don't think you would see a difference in getting a power amplifier for those things. Cool. Bobby, what's up? What up, Bobby? Techno Bismol, do you have a preference on analog/legacy cables between NXG and Monster? Like component, composite, video, and digital coax cables? Because the thing is... Oh, your other message was retracted, so you might have like cursed or something like that. So Techno Bismol, let me know what the situation is. Carrie, do you know how far left or right from center can I mount an Epson 5040? I do not. Joe, Joe and Tell, do you drink coffee? Only when I'm talking to you on the phone, man. At like 11 p.m. I only drink coffee twice a week, and that's on a Wednesday night and a Thursday night because I got graveyard and I need to stay awake. Lewis, you're looking at that. You're talking about the Emotiva A5175. It's a good looking amp, 125 watts per channel into 8 ohms, all 5 channels driven. I think it's $799. So it's got similar stats to that Outlaw Model 5000, except it's a little bit more expensive. Joshua says the Emotiva A300 is great. Hey, Joe and Tell with the $2 super chat. What's up, Joe? Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. That $2 will pay for some coffee. I'm actually Techno Bismol. I'm actually getting some. Someone is sending me one of you guys. One of my viewers is actually sending me a whole little kit of AudioQuest cables to check out from their. I think their HDMI cables to their speaker cables. I'm not sure if he's threw in a power cable, but I think there's some RCA cables in there as well. So, THX certified analog cables. I know back in the day, like, my feeling on cables is I don't really spend a lot of money on cables. I will spend a little bit, but I feel like spending more than $50 on a cable is kind of ridiculous. But if you feel like the cable makes a difference in your sound, the overall sound you're getting, then cool, go for it. I remember someone saying that, I should get a different power cable for my Parasound Halo integrated, and somebody else brought in, a good, another point somebody brought in was that, look, it's only going to be like, a foot and a half away from his power outlet. It's a big, thick cable, sure, but at the same time, like, what about the wiring in his house? My house was made in the 70s, and then what about the the power going to the house? If those cables aren't super thick, like, what does it matter? I don't know. Some people say they hear the difference with certified cables. Some people don't. It's all just kind of like up to you. Like, there could be a bunch of snake oil and that kind of stuff. I would go with, just spend just a little bit on cables. Don't, if you want to get better cables, get better cables. I like the SBS ones because they got a cool looking braid and they're 12 gauge. So, like, whatever, they're like $40 each. Something like that. So it's really up to you, Techno Bismol, if you want to spend the money. Please tell me which speaker for home theater system is good and the subwoofer. That's a tough question there, buddy. Hold on a second. Thanks, Joe. Woes. Hey, thank you. Woes. Is it Woes MCPA? I'm not sure what all that's about, but thank you for the $10 super chat. That's awesome. I totally appreciate it. Expert Joey's in the house, and he says expensive cables are a placebo effect. You want to think the sound is better because you spent the extra money on them. I totally agree with that as well. Like I said, if you want to spend more money on your cables, go for it. If you don't, then don't. Snowcap 1200 up in the house. That's right. What's up, buddy? Richard Myers. I will send pics of my setup, and you can tell me how to set up 7.1.4. Sure, go for it. Shoot me an email, technodad55@gmail.com. Kevin Gates. Behind the curve when it comes to an app controlling a sub. X600. App controlling a sub. Well, I know the SVS does that. The Martin Logan one does that as well. So if you have a specific question, you can shoot me a text. Shoot me a text. Shoot me an email, and we can help you out. Yamaha YSP 5600. What is that? Is that a soundbar or something, or is that Music Cast? Man, $1,200. Honestly, if these vendors can actually send me some stuff, that would be a lot easier than me having to pay for all this stuff. Especially since I'm getting into the $1,000 price range now. I can only buy a $1,000 item every month. So this month or last month, it was the Pioneer Elite UDP LX500, and now the LX800 is out and about. So I don't think I can buy that, as that's around $2,000, and nobody from Onkyo, just so you know, Onkyo owns Integra, and Onkyo owns Pioneer. So if I'm trying to contact these people, I got to contact the Onkyo people, and I've sent a bunch of emails and got no response. So I'm kind of just SOL. I'll have to buy this stuff, so please be patient. Joe and Tell, if you use your Denon as a preamp and run those inexpensive tube preamps I was telling you about, your preamp and power amp, that would be awesome. Tube sound for all the speakers. I would. And how many channels are those things, Joe? Well, there's 2 channels, right? 2 channels. So I would need 9 channels. So I need 5 of those things. That would be an interesting little situation, Joe. I might look into doing that. That would be pretty cool. So it would go Denon to the tube pre's, Denon, and then RCA to the tube pre's, and then RCA from there to the amplifiers, right? I could try that with 5 channel and see how that's different. That's a good idea. Cam, what? I missed what you said about the soundbar. What did I say about the soundbar? Damn. I don't remember. I think it was something about how somebody asked about dual subwoofers on a soundbar, and I unless they're designed that way, I don't think you can add one. Do you think Oro 3D is better than Atmos, and why isn't there much Oro 3D movies back in the States? I think they're based in the Netherlands. I'm not 100% sure. Or is it Denmark? Or I don't know. Somewhere up there. Part of my ignorance. I just don't know. I do think it's better. I think better is it's audio, so it's like a subjective situation. I feel like having that speaker right above you definitely gives you a different experience. Is it better? I think it's better. I perceive it to being better. My ears perceive it to being better. It's really just up to you to check it out and see if it is better. Oh, speaking of more content, actually, my credit card company hit me up, and they're like, there's been some really strange activity. It's because I found, what was it? Amazing Spider-Man, or Spider-Man Homecoming or whatever, and Jumanji. Spider-Man was on the German Amazon So I ordered that because that's supposed to have an Oro 3D track, and Jumanji is supposed to have an Oro 3D track. I bought that from a French website, so I hope they get here, and I hope they, I hope they have Oro 3D soundtracks. Otherwise, I just wasted like $75 on 2 movies, on 2 regular Blu-rays. Kendall, yeah, I'm like, good, yeah, good, awesome. I'm glad you're doing well, and I'm glad the live stream is back too. Just, I had too many DJ gigs. I think I had like 27 DJ gigs since like June. It's been a little rough. No problem, woes. Oh man, I'm just catching up with comments here. ESL versus B&W 700. LP. Well, I haven't heard the 700s. Hopefully, I'll be going to Reno soon because I know there's a hi-fi shop there, and he just got a set of 700 series. And I haven't heard any of the higher-end Martin Logan stuff. Hopefully, I'll get some for review. But I remember hearing some at Best Buy. I think they were the $2,000 each pair, or is it $2,500 each? I'm not sure, but they sounded great. But it wasn't like the room wasn't ideal. Darren, what do you think about the UHD Pioneer Elite player? Oh, as far as versus the Oppo, as far as picture quality, it's really like splitting hairs to tell a difference. One thing I do not like about the Pioneer Elite Blu-ray player is, I have a lot of music, FLAC music on a thumb drive. So I put the thumb drive in, go into source, go into USB, and we're going into music. And guess what? The folders are in random order. Like, it boggles my mind. Like, every other machine, no matter how cheap it is, the folders go in alphabetical order. So if I'm looking for Cardi B, it's in the C's. Now, if I'm looking for Cardi B, it's like way the hell down there. I have no idea where anything is, and it's very confusing. And then if my wife is trying to look for something, then it's a pain. She's like, "Where is it?" I'm like, "Oh, I just got to keep looking for it." Like, how lame is that? I'm trying to find like a sort button, but I don't see a sort button, and it's just having the folders like completely random. Like, how ass backwards is that? $1,000 Blu-ray player, and the shit's not in alphabetical order. It really pisses me off because I can't find what I'm looking for when I need to find it. Of course, first world problem, but I have no idea. Blake Schmidt asks, are the SBS Ultras worth the extra money over the Klipsch RP? If you're talking about speakers, that's tough. I would say no. I'd say go with the Klipsch RP setup. Duke Odin, what's up, bro? What's up? In the house, huh? Dan, I agree that the cable costs, but as long as I get dealer discount on AudioQuest, why not? Yeah, I guess, yeah. Like, whoever's sending me this AudioQuest stuff, he works at Best Buy, so he's got a lot of, like, demos and stuff that's his own, and I'm going to borrow it for, like a little while and then send it back to him. Martin, can someone tell me why I still have to crank my speakers up to 80 or more with Emotiva XPA Gen 3? What's your AV receiver, Martin? Let me know. Kendall, the longer the run, the more important cable quality becomes for speakers. But in the case of digital signals, cannot see how they can impact the sound quality. Exactly. Because what is digital? Ones and zeros. Ones and zeros. If you got ones and zeros, you're good to go. It's like satellite radio. If you guys have satellite radio in your car, when you go through a place where you don't have reception, what happens? It just turns off. It's either on or it's off. So it's not like analog where, like, you can get like little bits of distortion here and there if something's not a clean signal, yada yada. Motor Price Gas. Oh, Motor Price got great cables. Yes, they do. Woes is more ballin' than I am, Joe. You're hilarious, bro. That's another super chat from Joe and Tell, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to check out his channel, Joe and Tell. He's got a lot of great information. And I also forgot. It's in the title. I'm sure you guys saw it in the other video. The Parasound There we go. The Parasound A52 Plus is in the house. It is unboxed. And I will be having a video up shortly about this guy, hopefully Monday. What happened to this? Why are you not centered? There we go. Lot of good stuff here. And it's actually pretty big. It's actually pretty long back here. It's longer than the Halo Integrate. It's longer than the what is it? The Outlaw 5000. And not only that, boom. This guy is also in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Anthem MRX 710. This guy is in the house. It's a $2,000. Oh, it's on sale. Price when discounted, $2,000. It's normally $24.99. But this guy is also in house. Look at this. Anthem room correction. Should be really cool. I can't wait to check it out. It's got its own microphone. Got a bunch of cool stats. And I will be setting this up as a 9-channel. This is a 7-channel AVR. But it processes 11 channels, so I'll be using it in conjunction with the Anthem to get 11 channels going. So that's why Anthem is in the title there. I almost forgot halfway through the live stream, or no, pretty much, 2/5. I don't know. Hey, Denmark in the house. What's up? Hey, I'm glad you like the live sessions. Thank you so much. Lewis, do you think I should go with ceiling speakers from Klipsch or for my Voice of God? Mostly because of aesthetic purposes, because another prime elevation would not look neatly in my ceiling. Yeah, go with an in-ceiling speaker. That would be a good idea. Paradigm is going to trade up program. I was thinking about doing it and trading in my Polk RTI series for Premiere series. Have you heard any good things about the Premiere series? I have not heard any Paradigm. Any new paradigms. I've heard some old ones. They were great, but have not heard any new ones. I know Youthman. Do you know Youthman on YouTube? Search up Youthman. He has some paradigms in-house. Definitely hit him up on like Facebook or Instagram or Twitter and ask him that, and he'll let you know what he's got and what he thinks. Martin currently has SBS Ultra bookshelves and SBS Ultra Center using SR6011. Awesome. I'm sure you're enjoying those. I still have those set up in the living room as well. LP. Why are car audio less expensive and more powerful than home theater systems? That's a good question. That's a great question. I don't know. Your guess is good as mine. Hey, Rob here. What do you think of these Chinese projectors? Are they any good? Oh, I just got a projector. I got a projector from Polaroid, of all people. It's sitting in my mudroom right now. They also sent me like a 100-inch screen. It's ridiculous, but it's got like, I told them I don't have a place to mount a screen, and so they said that the screen has like a stand, so you can set it on a tabletop or set it like on the floor, and it's like a ultra short throw projector or something like that. New Polaroid U100 or something like that. I don't know. Hope to get to it this week. I don't know if I can, though. Darren, did you have problems signing up for the affiliate program, Emotiva? Yes, I did, Darren. It was very confusing. I got to send Emotiva an email. But so far, I'm just sending people over to Amazon. So, yeah, there you go. Jazz says he's going to bring over his tenor sax and play play some music here in the United States. Hey, awesome, man. I'll play some of this. I'll play some guitar on this guy, or I can play some keyboards or whatever. We'll have some fun. We'll have some fun, definitely. I just purchased the Marantz 8012 and the Panamax 5400. Is this a good power conditioner for the receiver? Are you going to be doing a review of the RF series from Klipsch? I don't think I'll be getting any Klipsch anytime soon. Panamax 5400 is a good power conditioner. You'll be fine with that. You're good to go. Dan, what's up, bro? Emotiva is releasing their new... Where did it go? Where did this... Oh, Emotiva is releasing their new flagship processor this month. It's a beast, $5,000. It'd be great if you do a review for us viewers to make the decision to purchase it. Dan, I have contacted Emotiva, and they are working on trying to get me a review unit for the RMC1, along with an XPA 9, as I have a 9-channel system. So hopefully those two will be coming. I'm hoping December, but I don't know. Probably going to be like first quarter 2019 is what, fingers crossed, knock on wood. That's what I'm hoping for. We'll see what happens. Very expensive equipment. Richard, Yamaha is a soundbar with 44 speakers. Can you test it or look it up? What? That's nuts. Yamaha YSP 5600, huh? All right, that's being looked up. I'll check on that later. Is the Voice of God channel active when you play Atmos or DTS? No, Lewis, it's not. It's only Oro 3D, but there is the Oro upmixer. Sorry, I was reading. There is the Oro 3D upmixer, so you can upmix certain content, but I think Dolby is kind of like putting the X on that with these new AV receivers, so you got to watch out. I recently purchased PSB Imagine XB XC XA. It was a good choice. PSB Imagine. Oh, those look nice. Yeah, those look good. Good. That was my combination of good and great. 9 reviews, all 5 stars. $500 for a pair of bookshelves. Is that what I'm looking at? Or is it 500 each? Yeah, looks good. Looks good. Got some great reviews as well on Crutchfield. Should I wait for HDMI 2.1 compatibility? Oh, here's the big one. No. I don't think anything HDMI 2.1 is coming out in 2019. If they do come out in 2019, I would guess it's going to come out in the later part of the year. Sony just came out with their Master Series TV with HDMI 2.0, so I would go with a big hard no on your question. If you need to buy a TV, just buy a TV. Chances are in like 3 years you can sell it. Because there's going to be somebody out there that wants to have the TV you have now, or the TV you're going to buy. Let's say you buy a TV this year, it's HDMI 2.0, and let's say in 3 years HDMI 2.1 comes out, and guess what? You want to get it. You have the money to get it. What do you do with your current TV? You sell it to somebody that doesn't have a 4K TV. So they're getting an upgrade, you're getting an upgrade, you're getting some cash. It's all good. But as of right now, I don't see anything coming out HDMI 2.1 unless if it's been kept this much of a secret, it's already November. CES is in 2 months. I'll be attending CES, yes. And if I'd be very, very hard pressed to see if like HDMI 2.1 is going to make a debut at CES. LG hasn't said anything about it. There hasn't been any leaks. There hasn't been any leaks with Samsung. But who knows? I would say if there are any HDMI 2.1 TVs coming out in 2019, it would be the latter part of the year. That's what I think. Where do you get FLAC files? LP. You can download them from hdtracks.com or acousticsounds.com. I'll just drop those. This is also where you can get DSDs. DSD files. Here's Acoustic Sounds. Go there. Oh, okay. Gotta go, man. Hey, Timothy, see you later. We're about to, we don't have too much time. The Mobs. Hey, Techno Dad, how are you today? I'm doing all right. Got a question. How do you get your TV to work through a receiver? Like, what HDMI input do you connect for both? Oh, are you talking about ARC? So if your TV has an ARC HDMI port and your AV receiver has an HDMI port that supports ARC, you connect that one cable, and then you can send video to the TV from the AV receiver, and then you can send audio from the TV to the AV receiver with ARC. I actually don't have it hooked up that way. I have it hooked up like optical audio out from the TV goes to the receiver. I don't know. I'm old school. I just did it that way. Technobismal. Honestly, I might just get both because the main plan was to just make at least amount of bottlenecks with my audio rack, making the tape deck, CD player, etc. the bottlenecks. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Go for it. Technobismal. Go for it and let me know how it goes. Let me know how it goes. When are you planning on doing this? In like a month? This month? Next month? January? Martin says the Marantz 6011. What was your original question? Where the hell? Ultra bookshelves, right? Is that the question? Oh. Okay, so Martin, do this. Go into levels. Go into levels, levels by channel or channel levels, and bump those up like 3 to 5 dB all the way across the board. Try that out. If you need help, email me, technodad55@gmail.com. What should the crossover be set up for Dolby front and rear top clips and surround be set for best performance? I have my elevation speakers set to 100. I think if you're using the bouncy ceiling Atmos, that should be set at 120 or 150. My surrounds I have set at 80. Emotiva RMC1 looks like a beast. Yeah, for sure. Big Kane, what's up? What's up? Haven't seen you in a long time. How you doing? Yeah. I lent my my 4K Blu-ray players to Youth Man. He's checking them out. Hey, you know, gotta help people out sometimes, especially in this YouTube space. I love helping everybody out as least as I can. Expert Joey says Technodad and Joe and Tell are two of the best YouTube channels for audio today. Thank you so much, Expert Joey. I totally appreciate that. I can't believe I didn't see that comment earlier. I just scrolled up and saw it. Thanks for that. Thanks, Joey. Ken, when are you going to try out the Dynamo or Dolly? Both great Danish loudspeaker. Oh, Dyne Audio. Oh man, it's hard to get. It's hard to get that. You know, for me, I only have a certain amount of money to like. You know, I still have to like pay bills and all that other stuff too. And I'm running out of room. Like I said earlier, I'm just running out of room. DJ Robson, Technodad, you're the best. Hey, thanks a lot. Where you go to rent 4K Blu-ray discs? Oh, I go to 4K Blu-ray for you. Do you guys know that site? The owner John is a good friend. He let me see where. I'm looking for a link here. I haven't posted it pretty much all my videos like underneath the. Where is it? Oh, here we go. Rent 4K Blu-rays. Here we go. And drop it in the chat box. Big Kane. You check it out there. Boom. Did it work? Yes. Yes, it did. That's where I go to. Hey, Joe. Thanks a lot, man. Yeah, I'm excited to see. Oh yeah, Joe's talking about a GH5. I just decided to up my camera game. A lot of people are like, "Oh, you use a cell phone to make your videos? Okay, cool. Have you ever thought of getting a camera?" I think that was like hint after like the 10th person told me, "Hey, you might want to look at a new camera." Then so there we go. Yeah, Darren, you're not the only one. The Emotiva affiliate program is kind of like whack, and I applied for it. I still haven't been approved for it, so I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. Steven, you have 5.1.2 set up. Can I double the speaker wires in the .2 ceiling inputs? Go on, tell me the truth. Tell me what a mug I am. I mean, you can, but it won't process. Like, you can add another 2, but, like, you know, what you're talking about is hooking up 4 speakers to 2 terminals. You can do that, but you're going to get the same exact sound coming from those speakers. And when you're talking about front Atmos and rear Atmos, those need to be processed differently. So, I mean, you can totally do it. You know, totally do it. Let me know how you know, how it rolls, but it's going to be a little weird because it's going to be the same information for the fronts and the backs. Whereas if something's flying overhead, you would have different information, you know, at different times. So you could do it. You could if you want to. Joey says the Vizio SB3621 soundbar or the Monoprice 10565 for home theater speakers would be good choices. Oh, that was for Raphael. Hey, thanks, Joey. Thanks for helping out, buddy. The Mobs, would the RP600M speakers be good for a small apartment room? Yes. Those are the 6.5 inch, I believe, like the RP160s, the old ones. Yes, that would be good for a small apartment room for sure. You know, if you can get a nice good power amp or integrated amplifier, you know, 80 to 150 watts per channel into 8 ohms, I think that would be good. Luis, yeah, I heard from Audioholics Dolby is trying to block or something. Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's kind of lame. Michael, can my Denon 6400H easily handle the SVS Ultra front, Ultra center speakers and 4 prime, or do I really need an amp? You can do it. You can totally do it. Oh, sorry, it's not Michael. It's Michael. Michael. Oh, sorry if I butchered your name. Sorry. Anyway, here's a trick. Here's what I do. What I do is I go into I'll run Odyssey. And here's a tip for you guys with Denon or Marantz, and if you have an external amp but you're still using the AVR, run Odyssey with your speakers connected to the AVR. Okay? Then when you're done, connect up the power amp. And then go. And then you're gonna have more sound that way, because if you have the amplifier, the external amplifier for your, let's say for the front 3 speakers, it's going to just measure the sound, Odyssey. So it'll kind of like kind of cut the amplifier off at its legs by just measuring the sound and doing the same measurements that it would normally do if you had everything connected to the AVR. So run Odyssey connected to the AVR, all speakers. Then when you're done with that, connect your external amplifier and you'll definitely hear a boost in sound. You might have to go into levels and bump up a couple of the surrounds or the Atmos or whatever. But for me, you know, I have 5 speakers at ear level, and then the 4 if I'm doing Atmos, 5 if I'm doing Oro, up top on the ceiling. So if I just run Odyssey and then plug in the amplifier, all my 5 ear level speakers are boosted at that higher level. So try doing that and see what's up. And I think it should be, sorry, that was the tip. To answer your question, go into levels and bump everything up by like 5 dB. And see how that works. Hey, Jazz, what's up? Yeah, man, I've been playing guitar and piano for like 30 years, man. Music is an everyday thing. You know, honestly, Joey's right. I don't know. Who was asking about the Clip 600Ms? Who was that? The Mobs. Yeah, you know what? Joey's right. Go check out the E-Like Unify UB5s. $500 for the pair. They sound really good. I heard them at Joe's, and they're really good. Whoa, 361 watching. What's up, everybody? That totally increased. I hope everybody's having a good day. Let's see. Last question from Richard. Did you test the Marantz 5013 I'm buying in the new year? No, I have not gotten anything from Marantz. Denon and Marantz are owned by the same company, so I still have the 4400H, so I won't get a new receiver until I return the old one to them. So I still need to make my Denon full review of the Denon AVR X4400H, so I'm kind of trying to get that done before I get a new piece of equipment in, because I already have way too much equipment already. Big Kane. Dude. Oh, I already answered that question. I think it's in the Blu-ray rentals. New Yamaha vintage receivers are HDMI 2.1 ready. Oh, hey, DC, thanks for the tip. I did not know that at all. That's really cool. The Mobs. Okay, Techno Dad, thanks for replying both questions. Where would I get optical cord from? I just go to Amazon. Go to Amazon and do like optical. Here, I'll show you the one I got because it's like cool. It's like braided. Me and my braided cables. Like I said, it's just one of those things. Where is this? Optical. Here, it's from Cable Matters. It's like 6 feet is like $6.99. Oh, you can't see my screen, dude. You guys are just looking at my ugly mug here. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay, this thing, $6.99. Cable Matters. It's got this cool braid on it. I like it. It works. It's not expensive. You can even get a 10-foot for $10. Like it's not a bad deal at all. So I will drop that into the chat box here and turn this monitor thing off. There we go. Okay. Oh, Ken, you have a contact at Dyn Audio? Could try to hook me up. Ken, please. My email is technodad55@gmail.com. I would love to check out some Dyn Audio speakers for sure. Shoot me an email and then get me in contact with your hookup and we'll go from there. Sounds like a good deal to me. Redbox is another source for 4K Blu-ray. Expert Joey says. Big Kane's got it. All right, cool. What gauge speaker wire are you using? Darren asks. I'm using 12 gauge speaker wire for my left, center, and right channels. I'm using 16 gauge for the surrounds and the Atmos. No, I'm using 18 gauge because that's all they had at the stupid, Do It Center over here in Mammoth. If I was anywhere else, I would probably have at least 16 gauge cables for the Atmos. But, there's not a whole lot of stuff going through those speakers. So it should be fine. Oh, my 4K capture card. So I did get the 4K capture card. I did get it. Oh, man. Sorry, so one of my neighbors is asking if I can help them set up their Harmony remote with Amazon Alexa. Sorry, I'm gonna turn this thingamajig off. All right, who's that? All right, so let's see what. So the 4K capture card, it works for. I can totally capture like my gameplay. It'll capture 4K 60 HDR gameplay from Xbox, from Xbox One X, PS4 Pro. However, the issue that I'm having that I need an HDMI splitter that supports 4K that will strip HDCP 2.2. That's what I'm looking for. I got this one from this company, and they're like, "Oh, okay, well, we have the firmware for that, but you need to get permission from a content creator or copyright holder to allow them to give me the firmware to be able to strip the HDCP. Once that happens, then I'll be able to compare directly from a Blu-ray player, the slides that I used in the last video. I'll be able to use those slides and capture the output from each 4K Blu-ray player. That's the idea. I don't think I'm going to get any help from these guys, though. So I don't know. I'm kind of just stuck with all this equipment now that I spent like thousands of dollars on to try and do this, and nobody really gives a shit or they don't want to help. So it's kind of lame. So if anybody out there knows of an HDMI splitter that supports 4K and HDR that will strip HDCP 2.2, let me know, because I just spent $400 on one, and unless I get permission from someone, then it's just a waste, and I got to return it. I think I could still return it. I hope I could still return it. But anyway, yeah, that's the JR62. That's the situation right now. Technobismal, you're gonna upgrade to the Onkyo 676 or 686. Oh, I see what you're saying. Hey, you know what? I think you should go with this 787. If you can spring it, go with the 787, actually. It's $649. It's the cheapest 9-channel AV receiver. What is it on Amazon? Onkyo 787. Ah! Oh, look at that. It's $544. $545 on Amazon. Go with this one, dude. Get this one. Don't get the 686. Get this one. Trust me, you're going to have it for longer, and it's 9 channels. So if you ever step it up to a 5.2.4, you can. Okay? That's my advice for you there. Where's the... Yeah, that's what I would suggest. Who is that for? I forget who that was for. Oh, it's for Techno-Bismol. Yeah, I would go with that. 787. Get that one instead. Big Kane, with the TCL 6 series was a big hit in the States this year. What's your opinion on the 7 series at CES? Oh, I have no idea, man. No clue. I sold my Sony X900E, because it was just sitting around in the guest room. The TCL R617 is in the master bedroom, and that has pretty much taken over. It's really about ease of use. I know the Sony has better picture quality, but it's just about ease of use. And that, the OS in that Sony X900E is just god-awful slow. So I'm hoping when I buy this new X900F that at least the, operating system is going to be faster, but I highly doubt it. From the Sony event in New York I went to, the Master Series TVs from Sony, they do have a faster operating system. I really wish they'd get rid of that junky Android operating system, because it is very, very clunky. And it's just got a bunch of stuff that's not necessary, and I get what Sony's trying to do, and they're trying to make things easier for the consumer and stuff like that. But sometimes, we don't need that. We don't need that. We're smart people. We can figure out what we need to figure out. But when you add all this nonsense, like what was it? Suggested apps? You can't even move any of those things around. And you have to do some crazy stuff to get rid of the suggested apps so that you can download your own apps and the apps that you use and move them around to the location which you want them to be in. This is basic stuff, and they're not letting you do that because I don't know. I don't know why. Doesn't make any sense. But I don't like it because of that. And a few other things, like there's no HDR. When when your TV gets an HDR signal, it should tell you, hey, we're in HDR, or hey, we're in Dolby Vision. But hey, the Android operating system doesn't do that. You have to actually go into the menus, and it's kind of lame. Again, first world problems, but yeah. Another question. Can you use an HDMI input on an OLED TV and get audio through another HDMI? No. If you have your input on your TV is selected for HDMI 1, let's say, you can't get audio from another HDMI. No, you cannot. It's one or none. Stream Pro, your message got rejected because I don't know, maybe cursing or links or something like that. How can I set up 5.1 on the 3400H? LP, just email me, dude. You got my email. Email me. That's I can answer that in email. Ed, is the Panasonic UB820 worth getting for a Sony 900E? Will I see a difference between the Xbox One X? That's really a tough thing to say. I have no idea. It depends on your viewing environment and if the TV is calibrated and all that kind of stuff. So the Panasonic UB820 is a fantastic player. It's $500 and it will last. So whatever TV you go with later on, 5, 6, 8 years down the line, you should be good with that player. And honestly, I was watching stuff on my Xbox One X, and it's still got a bunch of different issues. First, Dolby Atmos was fine on a certain TV, on a certain streaming, and then when we went to watch Netflix, Ozark Season 2 on Netflix, then the audio kept chopping up, so I had to go back to my Xbox audio settings and switch that to 5.1 uncompressed instead of having it on Atmos, and it's just kind of like a pain in the ass. They don't have that figured out yet. So having a dedicated player is having a dedicated player. You don't have to deal with that nonsense. You know what I mean? Greetings from the Netherlands. Roland, what's up? You have the Onkyo RZ820 with the same glitch setup you have. Is it worth getting an extra power amp? Does it make a difference? I feel it makes a big difference, Roland, because it's about dynamics. And when you're watching a movie and it's going from super quiet to super loud, the power amps, the external power amps will have extra power ready and waiting for those big dynamic shifts. And an AV receiver is awesome in the fact that it does a lot of stuff HDMI switching. You've got zone 2, zone 3. The issue is that it's tough for the AV receiver to have extra power at its disposal, especially if you're running like a 9-channel or an 11-channel Atmos setup. There's a lot of speakers. It's a lot of power it's trying to put out. And when you have big dynamic shifts in your content, then external power amp is going to have that extra power. Of course, like think about it also this way. If you do invest in a power amplifier, that's exactly what it is. It's an investment. You know, for the life of you, that amplifier can still be used. Let's say in 5 or 8 years, you decide to upgrade your AV receiver. Well, guess what? Your power amplifier is still going to be there. And I would imagine you would buy something with pre-outs since you already have a preamp, or sorry, since you already have a power amplifier, and you can use it. So I think it's an investment into your sound that will stay with you for however long you're into this. I mean, you can also sell it, like, you know, if you buy it, you still make sure you get it from a place that's got a 30-day, 45-day return policy. I know Emotiva's got like an in-home trial, so it's definitely a good idea to get it, try it out, see what happens. Don't like it, return it. If you don't notice a difference in your sound, return it. That's it. Just exercise your right to be a consumer. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. Big Kane. The 3dmovierental.com. What do I like about? Well, what I like about 4K Blu-ray for you is that it's like just 4K Blu-rays and then digital codes. The 3dmovierental.com was more 3D movies and video games. I like it when people kind of like, you know, just how I like a separate box, right? I like, you know, a dedicated Blu-ray player. I like, you know, people that specialize in one thing and one thing only. They do that one thing really well. When you start to like branch off and do all these other things, that's when quality suffers. So I guess that's the thinking behind it, but that's why I like 4KBlu-ray4you.com over the other. Hey, the mobs, no problem. Why is the stream at 480p? I have no idea, DJ Robson. I don't know. I actually just went, I paid somebody, because I don't have the time to do it, to cable up my whole setup. Do you see this? You see that? That cable? That's coming from upstairs. That's coming from upstairs all the way down here. I'm connected, wired. I'm wired into the router, and the stream used to be 360p, so there's got to be something wrong. I am getting 32. I just did a speed test. I was getting 32 megabits per second upload, so I should be getting at least 720p. I'm recording 1080p, so I should be getting 720p, but I don't know. Joey, what's up, man? Oh man, there's more. I'll run through these comments. All right. I would love to see some budget audio gear reviews in the future. Yeah, Joey, I'm looking at some getting some stuff. Definitely getting some stuff on the $500 and lower side. Ed, can you have my phone number to ask me questions? Well, I do have an 800 number, but you can shoot me up on hit me up on whatchamacallit. What is it? Oh, my email, technodad55@gmail.com, and we'll talk there, and then move to a phone call at some point. Raphael, what's up? Is the 65X900F worth it? Yes, probably. What are we at on that? $1,800 for that? Sony 65X900F. We are at $1,800. Okay, so I do $1,300 at certain places. Okay, so here's the thing, Raphael, I will be making a Black Friday video on 4K TV buyer's guide, so look out for that. What's up, Packed Review? What's going on, man? Love the vlog. I can't believe you're waking up at 5 a.m. every day. That's crazy. Oh, Ed, you were just joking about my phone number? Ha, that's funny. Oh, thanks, JR62. That would help out. Stream Pro, you're in the top 3? Check it. I don't know what you're talking about, but that's awesome. Top 3 is great. Yeah, Techno, Bismol, check out the 787. What's up, Frederick? All right, Lewis, get back to work, man. Oh no, man, I won't be in LA for like a little while. Yeah, not for a little while. Maybe for NAMM. Oh, I'll be in LA for NAMM in January, end of January. That's the music. It's like CES but for music instruments. Toby Hines just upgraded to 55 Vizio P series, streamed both Dolby Vision, both Dolbys from Voodoo. Very happy. Awesome, Toby. Awesome. Got that double D, didn't you, buddy? All right, Joey, Roku TV operating systems all the way. Yeah, no, totally. Defeating HDCP protection in a way is illegal, my friend. Hollywood will come after you. You don't want that headache. I'm just, yeah, and I know, Glenn. It's lame. Like I'm here just trying to figure out which player has a better picture quality, and the only way to do that is to capture output from the 4K players. This is all just for educational purposes, nothing more. But whatever. That's the best way to do it, right? Because if I'm just videotaping my screen, there's like my screen settings on the LG OLED. There's my camera settings. There's ambient light in the room. Like, how can we tell what's different, what's better? Maybe they just don't want us to know, right? Because they're assholes. Sorry. Richard purchased the SR7012, previously using Pioneer 701. Experience audio, ARC audio output drops, and T9i sub switching off without any heat coming from it. Swapped HDMI cable and appears to be okay at the moment. Was using the new Belkin Ultrafast. Oh, yeah. It's funny. I use the, I think something's wrong with that cable because I haven't been getting HDR from my Xbox to my Xbox One X to the Denon 4400H. I have not been getting HDR, so I got to swap out that cable because I think something is wrong with that Belkin ultra high speed HDMI cable. Darren, media. Oh wait, I watch your videos all. Hey, what's up, Richard? Watch your videos all the time. Great help. I have a Denon 4300H. Here's a tip: turn down the input levels, all of them, to 5, and believe me, the quality of the sound is awesome. Dolby Atmos is also superb. Input levels, turn them down. Huh. Interesting. I'll have to check that out, Richard. Thank you for that. I'm going to take a screenshot because I got to try that at some point. Click. Media players like new Amazon 4K stick are super fast. Yep. Whoa. Seraph, hello. Hello. Please don't spam like that. I'll have to kick you. You have the Onkyo, Raphael says, is the Onkyo 828. You think it would be necessary to change from Onkyo RZ730, or should I buy the 3100 in about 6 months? Raphael, that's always up to you. If there's new AVRs coming out, that means the current AVRs will drop in price. So I always like to buy like when that happens. So it's up to you. I would maybe do something else. Maybe wait. I would say wait. Techno Bismol, I like the dual 10 subwoofer idea for a 1200 cubic foot room. George, what's up? C8 or QF9, which do you prefer? I do not like Samsung, so I would go with the OLED. However, like a lot of people are complaining about OLED, so I don't know, man. It's a toss-up. It's a toss-up. Todd B, will an amp help even out? Will amp help even at moderate volumes instead of just receiver? Yes, I believe it will, because like I said before, you have that dynamic, you have that punch from all those dynamics, and your AVR is just doing too many things. When will Apple TV 4K support DTS:X, and why will never do? I don't think DTS:X is coming to Apple TV 4K. They're embedded with Dolby. They're partnering with Dolby. That's it. They got Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos. That's it. Big Kane, do you think TV companies would put out another TV in the fall just to release true HDMI 2.1? Because Vincent from HDCP Test said the same thing, that it wouldn't be ready until March 19. Like I said, I would wait till 2019. Like it's just one of those things. Like they want to they want to milk HDMI 2. I feel like they want to milk 2.1 for as long as possible, so that for people like me that want to have like the newest, latest, and greatest, have to constantly buy TVs every 3 years. But now with this YouTube channel, it makes it easier. But still, it's a pain in the butt. Glenn, yeah, Hollywood, man, they're looking for that money. Marlon, did you download IMAX Enhanced? No, I have not yet. I don't think I can with the X4400H. Matt, my first OLED Go with Sony A8F or LG B8. Oh, that's a tough one. I like the Sony A8F, actually. I don't like the operating system, but I like the picture quality on that. Darren, thank you so much. I'm probably going to end this stream right now because I'm 20 minutes over. So I can't believe it. I had the highest numbers ever. 400 some people watching. That's crazy. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. You guys are making this channel what it is, and I'm truly grateful. So thank you guys so much. Just gonna run through a couple of questions and end the stream. So thank you guys for showing up on a Saturday. I got things to do, and I'm sure you do too. Is it worth upgrading RC72 center? Is there a major difference? I don't think the RC62 upgrade to RP450C. I don't think that. I think you need to go RC64 3. That would be an upgrade. And I think that would be a major difference. KC74, hello from Denmark. I'm setting up 7.1.4 system. So now for the first time with Marantz 7012. Hey, awesome. It should be great. You're going to love it. Yo, what's up, Robbie? Oh man, congrats on the Yamaha. It'll be there Monday. Cool. Sweet. I can't wait to see pictures. Shoot me some pictures and let me just let me know what the power, how you feel the power is. Is it evenly, 140 watts times 11, something like that. Let me know. Thanks for stopping by. What's up? Yeah, take care, everybody. Toby, Kendall, JR62, Techno Bismol. Oh, I have no idea, Techno Bismol, what the dual Ethernet ports are about. Ed, what happened to the Roger Waters Dolby Atmos review you said you were going to do? Is that still happening? Yeah, it's still happening. Just got a lot of stuff going on. I was so busy DJing every weekend that, Saturdays and Sundays are usually when I film a lot of stuff. So I just kind of it's kind of rough in the summertime. Kind of rough. Do you like Polk Audio at all? Second to Klipsch. Actually, I used to rock some Polks back in the day. They were budget friendly, so I have a great experience with Polk Audio. I haven't heard some of their new stuff, but I would definitely, except for that soundbar. That soundbar that I reviewed was pretty cool. But I'll definitely like to check out some more Polk Audio in the future. Maybe in 2019. I'm just came back now that you're finished. Hey, Tim. Sorry, buddy. I gotta end it. I got stuff to do. It's about 23 minutes over normal hour-long situation. Yeah, Richard, no problem, man. Yeah, email me and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And Frenzy, no problem. And you guys have a great one. Have a great weekend. And we'll see you on the next live stream Saturday. I don't know when. Like I said before, go ahead and let me know in the comments whether you want 2 live streams a month or will 1 do. And I'll try to fit it into my schedule. I still have, if you guys don't know, I still work 4 jobs. And I'm doing this YouTube channel. And then there's wife stuff, kid stuff. There's just stuff. There's a lot of stuff. And I'm trying to find a good balance. You know what I mean? But anyway, thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for stopping by, and I'll see you next time. Peace.